the late 1960s, the United States started experiencing strange animal deaths at an alarming rate. The incidents occurred from Oklahoma to Nebraska. Animals were being slaughtered, some with bizarre incisions, and many under circumstances that defy explanation. In a span of only 2 years, 130 cases were reported in Colorado alone. Newly declassified files from 1978 allegedly reveal that federal authorities investigated a strange animal death in Taos, New Mexico. The FBI probe appears to have recovered an unidentifiable substance from the scene of mutilated animals. In that same month, in that same town, another FBI report purportedly cites evidence of a similar material, this time at the site of an alleged UFO encounter. From here, the paper trail appears to go cold.
I've been investigating strange animal deaths for over 28 years now.
What would kill an animal out of here that size that you would know of?
Not an animal.
This case is very important to me because it's very similar to the one that cost me my badge. The case where I lost my badge, they had no other choice. They can't leave it as an open case, so they closed it. And then when I contradicted them, basically saying, this is a paranormal case, someone in my department pulled my badge.
Did you try to, fight it or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Or were you just I'm done?
Oh, yeah, for the longest time, if you typed deputy fired UFO on the internet, my name popped up. It went international.
Wow.
Mr. Walker, nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
This is Heather, and she's going to help me investigate what's going on.
How many animals have you lost?
Well, I lost the 2 goats, the 3 steer, the hog, and the mare. Within a week and a half died. And it's been unreal trying to get information what caused it. I fed the steer the night before, and he was up around, walking, acting normal, ate half his feed while I was standing there beside him, and the next morning he's laying there dead. What could kill him? I don't know. I've had the water checked, the grain that I was feeding them. I kept feeding my stallion, and there he is right over there. He's the only one that survived.
And there's no signs at all of a predator killing it?
No sign of struggle.
Nothing.
Very strange. The mare, when I come out and found her, she was dead. She was somewhere between 7 to 8 months pregnant. And she was to the point you could feel the colt kick. And whenever the necropsy found out she wasn't pregnant. And there was no sign of a colt, no sign that she aborted. Where'd the colt go?
I also heard reports of strange lights seen in the area.
See strange lights all the time over these mountains. I had a light right back at my back fence. One of them pitch black nights, no moon, and it was a very bright light. Talking maybe 200 yards. I picked up a rifle with a scope to see what it was. All of a sudden, the light went out.
Do you think there might be a correlation between those lights and your animals dying?
You tell me. You sit there and watch the mountains for a week at night, and you're gonna see some strange stuff.
So this is the location that the mare was found.
Yep.
When we come back out tonight, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape some snow in different areas here. Then we're gonna use our ultraviolet lights, and we're gonna look for any blood that might be still present in the area. Then we're gonna hit it with a Geiger counter to make sure that there's no radiation here. We wanna make sure it's safe for your other animals and for you. And we're gonna see if there's any type of electromagnetic fields in this area. So does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right, let's do it. While we're waiting for the sun to go down, I'm gonna go ahead and meet with the local sheriff.
Okay.
See if I can learn anything from him about what's going on in this area. And that's probably a good time for you to go talk to the state vet.
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions for the
Then
vet.
we'll reconvene and compare notes, okay?
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
While Chuck and Heather are following up on their investigation, Dan is looking into additional leads.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, this is Dan Zukowski.
Yo.
So my dad was talking to me a little bit about how you had some strange animal deaths in the past. I was wondering if you can kind of tell me about that a little bit.
I've had two cows that were mutilated, and there were no tracks at all.
Wow.
You know, it was kind of crazy. First I thought she had died just of old age, and then when I went over, I saw that she had been mutilated also.
Can you text me your address and I'll get my team and we'll head out there?
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. We'll talk to you here in a little bit.
Okay, thanks, man.
All right, thanks.
Deputy Kendall was the first person on scene when Rancher Walker lost his horse. I'm here to learn what he knows.
It was my case originally. Tommy said that he went to bed, got up that morning at 7 o'clock. 8:30, he noticed that the horse was dead. It had just snowed that morning. I don't remember a lot of footsteps. And initially, I observed that the sexual organs had been removed from the horse.
Is this the first time you've ever seen anything like this?
It's the first time I've ever seen anything like this on a horse.
So you've had strange animal deaths out here before then, reported to the office?
Yeah, mostly cattle, though.
And they have the same type of cuts or marks?
In general, yeah, it usually is soft tissue.
Since '67, we've had, and they estimate, close to 10,000 cases across the United States. And out of all the cases that were investigated, no law enforcement agency has been able to pin anything directly related to either a predator or to a human.
Honestly, they're pretty hard. They're really hard to tell how the animal dies. Usually there's not a lot of blood anywhere around the scene, in the wounds. They're almost always a dead end, because unless you see it happen, you can only speculate what it might be.
So if you would have saw some type of human evidence, then you probably would have marked a case report animal cruelty?
Yeah, you would go down that animal cruelty route, yeah.
Okay, but this one is not.
I didn't classify it as animal cruelty because I have nothing to say that it was really animal cruelty. You can never really tell what does it, who does it, whatever you want to go with.
When I interviewed Rancher Walker, he told me that his horse was pregnant. The initial report he got back from the vet was there was no fetus in the horse. And he swears that the horse was pregnant because he could feel that there was something inside.
I have no idea how you would explain that. Honestly, because when I was there, it looked pregnant.